I locked every door. That's when it got closer. Why? I remember the first sound. It wasn't loud. It wasn't sudden. It was small, almost nothing. A shift, like weight moving across the floor. One. At the time, I didn't think much of it. Old building, thin walls, neighbors. You get used to hearing things that aren't yours. And home. But this was different. No, because it didn't come from the walls. 7. It came from inside the apartment. 1. Right after I locked the door. 1. Click. O's. That sound. I remember it clearly. The lock turning. The moment everything should have been safe. Life. And then, right behind me, something moved. 1. I didn't turn around. And, not at first. Heine. There's a moment when your brain tries to fix reality before you react. When it tells you, it's nothing. It's normal. You imagined it. 1. I stood there, hand still on the door, breathing slowly, listening. 1. Silence. 1. So I let it go. Down. That was the first mistake. Why? That night, I checked everything. Every room. Closets. Bathroom. Even under the bed. Oh. Nothing. Wait, no. Of course nothing. 1. That's how it works. 1. You never see it when you're looking. 1. Only when you're not. See? I went to bed after that. Didn't sleep much. Just lay there. Listening. 1. Every small sound felt louder. Every shadow felt deeper. 1. But nothing happened. Why? Until the next night. And divined. It was later this time. Maybe around 2 a.m. 1. I woke up suddenly. No reason. Just awake. 1. And I heard it again. 1. A step. 1. Outside my bedroom. 1. Slow. Careful. 1-4. I sat up immediately. Heart racing. 1. The hallway light was off. The door was slightly open. 1. I always close it. Always. 1. But now there was a gap. Just enough to see darkness. 1. I stared at it. 1 tone. And then it shifted. 1. Not the door. Why? The darkness. See? Like something leaned closer to the opening. 1. I got up. Slowly. Every movement controlled. Walked toward the door. Life. My hand touched it. Pushed it open. End home. The hallway was empty. 1. Of course it was. And. Always empty. Hey. Always nothing. Life. But the feeling stayed. 1. That something had been there. Just a second ago. And. I turned on every light that night. Frey. Kitchen. Bathroom. Living room. 1. I didn't want shadows anymore. Didn't want darkness. Into head. But light didn't help. 1. Because it didn't make it go away. Wing. It just made it harder to see. 1. The next few days, it got worse. Why? Not louder. Not clearer. Made her. Just closer. Hey, the sounds changed. How? At first they were distant, then in the hallway, then inside the room. One, then right behind me. One, I'd be standing in the kitchen and hear something shift just over my shoulder. One, turn, nothing. Indo, every time. One, always nothing. One, but the distance kept shrinking. Hey, like something was learning, learning how close it could get without being seen. One, the first time I saw it, wasn't real. So, at least that's what I told myself. Here, I was standing near the cabinet, glass doors, reflective, mosting, and for a split second, I saw something behind me. One, tall, still, wrong. One, I turned instantly. One, nothing there. One, looked back at the reflection. One, gone. Irene, just me, orphaned, alone. So, but something felt off. Muffin, the shape didn't disappear. One, it moved out of sight. Westu, that's when I stopped feeling alone. One, that's when I started locking everything. Say, every door, every latch, every space. A, front door, bedroom, bathroom, closet, Naaman. Not because I thought something would come in town, but because I needed control. One, needed to define space. One, needed to know where things were. One, or where they weren't. That night, I locked everything. 1, 2, sat in the living room, lights on, TV playing, and noise helped, made it easier to ignore. Oh, and for a while, nothing happened. 4, I almost relaxed, with, almost convinced myself I was wrong. So then, a step. 1, not behind me. 1, in front of me. 1, from the hallway. 1, I froze. 1, that wasn't possible. 1, everything was locked. Why? I stood slowly, walked toward the hallway. Why? The light was on. Now see, and that's when I saw it. 40, standing at the end. Oh, still. 1, watching. 1, not hiding. Oh, not moving. Why? Just there. 1, I didn't run. See? Because something in me already understood. And running wouldn't change anything. It wasn't outside. 2, it had always been here. 1, I took a step forward. 1, the lights flickered. Dark. 1, then light again. 1, it was closer. 1, no movement, no sound, and just closer. 1, its shape was wrong. Life, too tall, too thin. Sen, arms too long. See, head tilted. 1, like it was trying to understand me. Haunted, I stepped back. Hairy, the air felt heavy. And then it moved. 1, not walking. 1, sliding. 1, closer. Ingressible, I turned and ran. Oh, say, to the front door. Hazer unlocked it, opened it. Why? And stopped. With whom? Because there was another one. Harryu, standing outside. One. Same shape. Same stillness. Ace. Waiting. Orny. I slammed the door, locked it, and backed away. One. And that's when I realized. One. There wasn't one. Also, there were always more. And, the lights flickered again. And for a moment, I saw them. Saw. Everywhere. One. Corners. Walls. Behind me. One. Too close. A Vader. Watching. One. Always watching. Why? I ran to the bedroom. Locked it. One. Pressed my back to the door. Wanton. Trying to breathe. Hairzu. Trying to think. One. Then. Breathing. Hey. Right behind me. One. But nothing was there. Why? There couldn't be. Why? I didn't turn. One. Because I didn't need to. One. I felt it. The space tightening. One. Like something stood exactly where I stood. Hey. The lights flickered one last time. And in that moment, one. I saw it. In the reflection, one. Shapes. All around me. Air. And one of them, one, was me. One, standing exactly where I stood. One, watching. 5, waiting. Until the lights came back. One, everything looked normal. One, the room, the walls, the door, all just me. Herring. Alone. One. But now I understood. And nothing came closer. Why? Nothing entered. See? Nothing followed me. One day. Because it was always there. One. Always watching. Why? Always waiting. Harry. For the moment I finally noticed. Because the truth is, being alone was never real.